you? Um, I guess this isn't the best time, but I'm thinking we should talk about your instructions for tuna fish sandwiches. Um, so so you know, some of us eat tuna, fake tuna, because you know what? We're allergic. Oh, yeah, come help me, kitty. So let's go talk about those instructions. Hey, I have no idea what's going on right now. I have no idea what you can see, but I hope that you can see me. Now, I asked you to write instructions for how to make a tuna fish sandwich, and I didn't. I've given you no guidance, right? So, um, a couple of you asked, "Can I have more guidance?" And I just said, "No, you can't have more guidance." But maybe if you would have structured those questions differently, then maybe I would have given you more guidance. And we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about that real soon, okay? Okay, so I guess we're here. And my father was in an instructional video for the Air Force for how to do whatever navigator bombardiers do on B-52s, and the background music was The Hustle. So I've always loved that song, and maybe that's why. All right, so we're going to talk about your instructions, and maybe we'll just start with this little tidbit. Now, remember descriptive file names. So here, have tuna fish sandwich instructions .doc. So I can read that file name and know exactly what it is. If I want to search for that document in a folder alphabetically, I know to go to tuna, right? So remember that. Remember descriptive file names. And so we stopped off with a little discussion of like, yeah, like typing is really difficult for me right now. And so we just really quickly we touched on these elements, and so a couple of you asked, for more information, and I didn't give it to you. But if you would have asked, like, who am I writing these instructions for? Oh, maybe I would have had an answer. Or if you were like, why am I writing these instructions? Maybe I would have had an answer. If you said, am I supposed to make a web page with video? Maybe I would have had an answer for you. So when we're writing technical documents, we need to think about the exigence. We need to think about the purpose. So why am I writing this document? What purpose is this document going to fulfill? Who am I writing this document for? And how do they want to receive it, right? So we could have then considered, oh, I'm writing this document for vegans. Then I'm going to need vegan mayonnaise. I'm going to need vegan tuna. I might need vegan bread. Um, I can't answer that right now. Or, geez, what if I was writing these instructions for space aliens who were allergic to tuna and told them to use tuna? It killed their leader, and the next thing you know, they're wreaking havoc upon our planet and destroying us because we killed their leader with tuna. So we need to think. You just like how I like scratched my ear on camera. Gross. So we need to think about our audience. What do they know? What don't they know? What do they need to know? What is their opinion about the issue? And the purpose. Why are you writing this document for those people, right? It goes with the exigence. And then, how am I supposed to write this? What's the genre that I'm going to take in writing this? So, let's talk about your elements that you've used in the technical documents. So here we have a title, and the title is descriptive, so we read it and we know what's going to be in the document, right? How to make a tuna sandwich. That's what's going to be in the document. I know the T in two is capitalized, but this is a great title because it's descriptive, right? It doesn't say something like the art of the tuna sandwich. It's like, okay, well, what's going to be in there? I want instructions, right? We have a glossary. So, if a great glossary, have the heading here, followed by the term with its definition, right? And I have to note, we have everyday penny. The adjective everyday is one word. It is not two words, right? Everyday penny. You could say, I earn a penny every day, two words, but as an adjective, it's one word, okay? Now, we have this little subheading of glossary, and it's followed by a colon, but since it's a subheading, it's a term with nothing behind it. We know what it's doing. We don't really need that colon there. Here, the colon is operating to divide the term from the definition. Okay? Tools. We have a list of tools that we need. Man, sakes alive. Shouldn't use gendered exclamations. Items needed. Ingredients needed. Okay? So tools, items, ingredients. So those are all like possible elements of technical documents, but specifically of instructions, right? Before people dive in, you want to tell them what they need. It's like, oh, wait, I need pickles? I have to go to the store and get pickles? What am I going to do with the tuna on the counter, right? Okay, good purposes. And then we have a list of steps. Okay, great. Good list of steps. Now, I am an Angelino, so I can't question this too much, but Is there tuna that comes in a jar? But let's look at this. Place both slices of bread together. So should I place those bread on bread with the tuna to the outside? Or should I place them tuna on tuna with the bread on the outside, right? We want to think, what does our audience know? What don't they know? What do they need to know? And if we don't know that, we're going to want to go with the least common denominator and be as simple as possible to cover the broadest range of audiences that we could encounter. Okay, so want to be specific. All right, and so here we have the little boxes, the check boxes. So we say, I have a can of tuna, check. I have lettuce, check. Red onion, check. Oh yeah, I prefer the spinach and the red onion for sure, right? And the olive oil, mayonnaise, wheat bread, okay? Sea salt with freshly cracked pepper. And let's go back up. And so then these last items, colon, colon. You've really been using those colons, right? Um, so I follow the general rule is we use colons to introduce lists when the words before the colon make a complete sentence. I like to follow that rule. If it's a heading, there are other formatting elements saying it's a heading, so therefore you don't need the colon. Okay. Yeah. A numbered list. Sweet Mary, Mother of Mercy. What is this? It's not Comic Sans. It's not Chalkboard MT. Some sort of handwriting font, and therefore it falls into the category of the devil's font. Okay, think about your readers and think about readability, all right? So what are the most readable fonts? Like I'll say it'd be like Helvetica, Roboto, Times New Roman, nice readable fonts. And as the father of a first grader, I can tell you that these handwriting fonts are not readable and they blow the minds of first graders. They suddenly can't read when they encounter these fonts. So think about font choice. All right, so we have a multi-level list. We have the 3 followed by an A and a B. So we know we probably had 1, 2, 3 sub-item A and B. So this is a great example of how to divide lists with sub-items. Now, I will call into question this decision to go with ham. I don't know. The audience wanted tuna, so you cannot tell the audience when they want tuna that they really want ham. You're just going to have to go with it, right? Okay. All right, so here we have a numbered list, a dashed list, a bulleted list. No. So we know with numbers and letters, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, there's a specific order and there's a way to prioritize those. There's nothing that says a dash is superior than a solid bullet, is superior than an outlined bullet, right? So we want to reserve bullets to just one level where nothing is superior to anything else. But if we want order and structure, then we'll use like our numbers and our letters, okay? So bullets, they're just for one level. And then you can just use like all solid, all outlined, dashes, little fingers pointing. carets, whatever you want to use. But if you have multiple levels or a hierarchy, you're going to use numbers and letters. And so here we have a great example of using too many elements to guide the readers. So you have the one, step one, paragraph, bullets. So really we don't need the one and the two. We can just use step one, step two. Gather the ingredients. Here are the ingredients necessary to make the dish. So we need to think about concision. So we really don't need the second line. Gather the ingredients. Tuna, container, mayonnaise. Explanation. Open and drain the tuna. Explanation, right? So you don't want to use too many elements to guide readers. And then we have the title. It's centered and underlined. So centering is going to do just fine. Okay. We don't want to employ too many textual elements. In any ways, like I might sit here and start clicking on the title because I think it's a hyperlink, right? Back in the old days, we used to underline titles because we only had one typewriter ball and we had to go backspace and underline it. But these days, we have a computer, we can just italicize, that's a title, underline, that's a hyperlink. All right, great bulleted list. See the asterisk list? Cat's going crazy. Now here, if we would have put a space between the asterisk and the letter, the computer probably would have made bullets for us. And as far as the sprainer goes, I didn't know we needed Tanya Harding to make tuna fish sandwiches. All right, great. Paragraph, another textual element of documents. And here's another list of steps. Now what I would have done is for the second lines here, I would have tabbed those. So then if we were to scan down, we would only see step one, step two, step three. And that way it'd help us get back to where we were before we read the comments or the instructions. And again, we have another great sin against humanity. So we all know that the lettuce goes on top of the tuna mixture, right? We have the tuna mixture, the cheese, and then the lettuce, right? The lettuce does not go below the tuna. So we have an image, and images are features of technical documents. This image could have been enhanced with a caption. Maybe it has alternate text, so that way the caption and the alternate text help to tell people with sight differences what is happening in the picture. But yeah, we need pictures, we need images, graphics with our technical documents, right? So you all did, look at this list. These are all the elements that you've used: title, glossary, heading, subheading, underlining, tools list, ingredients list, steps, checkboxes, number list, bulleted list, multi-level list, paragraphs, images. So you have done quite a lot. So you know what's going on in technical documents. You have a great deal of prior knowledge that you can tap into and use throughout the course. So good work.